see this? That's a walleye. That's what we're after tonight. Let's go.
Look at this old beauty. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to NB Edits. And as you guys can tell from the intro clips, we are up here and we are doing some fishing. Now, the place we are doing some fishing is little backcountry walleye fishing. Brandon is all psyched. He is all hyped up right now because, well, this is a little later in the year than we normally like to open water fish. For you guys watching this, we are filming this, I think today is November 2nd, so a little later than we like to get out and do some open water fishing. But with the forecast and everything, we're not ice fishing anytime soon here, but we figure why not do some ice fishing tactics in the open water. So we are fishing one of our absolute favorite walleye lakes up here in northern Wisconsin, and we're going to be doing exactly that. We're going to be going to the same spots we ice fish, and instead of putting out tip-ups, we're going to be doing some light up bobber fishing. I know, not the most exciting thing in the world, but I have a feeling it's going to work out. We got a couple different rock bars we're going to hit up. I'm super pumped. Sun's going down right now, so most people would think we're a little late, but we wanted to just come here right at dark, basically. The only reason we wanted a little bit of light was to see what the heck we're doing, but otherwise we're gonna stay out here who knows how long. I mean, it could be until the sun comes up for all we know. As long as the fish keep biting and they're big, we're not really gonna care. So we're gonna finish getting all the stuff out of the truck into the boat, carry it down to the lake, and we're gonna get after it and see if we can catch a big old walleye. Well, as you can tell, it is dark out now. From the time that we got to the lake, unpacked all of our gear and made it out here, it decided to get really dark really quick. So today, like I was saying in the intro, we are going to be going to ice fishing spots, and this is an open water strategy, but it's in a sense kind of the same as how we ice fish. Now, when we go out on early ice, a lot of the times you guys have seen us use our beaver dam tip-ups. And all that is you're finding a specific spot, you're putting a tip up in, and then you're just letting it sit and letting the fish do the work for you. That's essentially what we're doing today. We have our slip bobber, and we're just gonna be going to those same locations, casting it, sitting, and I don't know if it's gonna be 5 minutes or 5 hours. That's kind of how this lake rolls, at least for early ice for us. So we're kind of just gonna be doing that. Brandon and I both be tossing out the bobbers. Thing of it is, this bobber, I was at Fleet Farm the other day. I've never actually seen anything like this. This has probably been out for like 20 years, I'm sure. I'm just not a bobber fisherman, but this actually glows in the dark. It's got a battery in it. So you pop this top part off, battery comes out like this, switch it around. You probably, I don't know if you can see that or not. Maybe if it was away from the light, it does glow. Then you stick it back in here, and then when you cast it out, you can see your bobber if it goes down or not, which is super ideal because it's really dark out. This lake has kicked our ass quite a bit in the fall time. I think out of maybe 10 or 15 times we've been here, Brian and I, we've maybe caught 3 walleyes. So if you do the math, that's really bad. But we have nothing else to do. It's November, there's no ice, and we figured, what the heck, let's go film a video for you guys. So we're gonna go ahead, go to the first spot, see if we can catch a walleye.
Before we get started, we are going to be using some buoys to show our locations. Now, we have some waypoints on this lake. We know where some of those weed edges that produce fish during ice fishing are located. So what we're gonna do is, right now, we are right on a weed edge. So I'm going to plant this buoy. This guy, you just throw it in the water, it spins all the way down, and when it hits bottom, that's where it sits. So that thing is not going to move. So what we're gonna do is basically use that as a marker to show where the weed edge is. Tonight we're fishing old school. We're going back to the old ways of how things were done. We have no electronics or anything like that with us here in the boat besides our cameras, just old school. I think if, like this year, I think I want to try that lake just for crappies because, I mean, we've caught some out of there that are pretty big, you know.
It's just gotta freeze early though, hopefully.
Oh, kind of looked like it went down a little bit. Oh, hang on. It's drifting to the right.
Let them eat it a little. We got big suckers.
Oh boy. Guys, we got a bite.
Just
kind of stopped. It went down, and then it went to the right a little bit. Yep, it's moving. Send it?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh, yep, it's moving to the right again. Here we go. Ready? Yep.
Fish on.
Fish on, baby. Ooh, there's
good.
weight. Yeah, this feels pretty good.
There we go.
It's a nice one. How big are we talking here? Ooh, it shakes. Ooh.
You see the bobber.
Yep. Yeah, that's pretty nice. It's wrapped up a little bit. Oh god. Oh god, come back in.
Oh my god, I almost botched that.
Oh. Woo, that's nice, dude. How big is that?
You want to take the net and grab it?
Yeah.
Right here quick.
Oh, guys, we came up today with super high hopes, but really low expectations. This lake we have struggled at before in the fall. It is a tough lake, but we wanted to come at it with a different approach. Instead of jigging, you know, late fall, lakes start to turn over, you know, the fish could be on rocks, they could be on weeds. That is freaking awesome, guys. We put it together. We got a nice fall walleye. Let's take a look at this guy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's 25 all day. Look at that thing. That is awesome. Fatty. Not a mega giant, but nice. Quality fish nonetheless. That is awesome. All right, let's go ahead. We're gonna get this guy unhooked right away. We'll see how long it is. That's a good fish. Choked it. Choked it, baby. All right, let's see here. Almost 27 inches. Ooh, hold still, girl. I don't want to lose you. I'm gonna say at least 26 and a half. Maybe 27-inch walleye. Fatty too. That is beautiful. We're gonna get a quick picture, get this guy back in the water. That is awesome. That is a beautiful sight. Look at that big girl. Tail wave goodbye. See ya, sweetheart. Woo! Let's freaking go, baby. It has been a minute, guys. I'll tell you what, we picked up a new hobby, musky fishing, and it's been awesome, don't get me wrong. Content-wise, it can be tough, but down to our core, we love big walleyes. That is what we chase pretty much all year long, as much as we absolutely can. So to come out here in the fall and catch a big one, that feels pretty good. Time for a new minnow. Oh, I love the fact that these are all dying.
It's awesome. Nothing better than getting minnows and having them die.
I don't even know if there's a sucker that's alive in here. Alrighty, well, as you can tell, it is almost 2 in the morning. We just got the boat loaded up in the truck. Nick, how we feeling?
Tired. I didn't even realize, though, it is almost 2 a.m. That's crazy. But we've been just kind of doing a whole bunch of different random stuff, and time adds up when you're having fun, isn't that right? It was a grind for sure out there. As you guys know, we only caught 1 fish. With this being our favorite lake, it's like hit or miss for action wise, but the bites that you get are always really big. So we come here knowing the bites are going to be limited, but when we do get the bites, they're going to be big. So that's why we wanted to choose this to kind of make our like rebound back into the YouTube scene. You know, we've been gone for a couple months, but we caught that one really nice one, and that was super cool. It was definitely enough for me for fall. I think I'm probably mostly done with the open water season, which brings me to my next point. We are gonna talk to you guys a little bit about some exciting news, some upcoming news, what we have planned for the future for ice fishing and all that jazz. So we're gonna go ahead, get everything packed up into the truck, get everything loaded up. We'll see you guys back at the house.
Look at those temperatures. They are starting to drop. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the house. We are at Nick's place, as you can tell, finishing actually editing this video that you guys are watching right now. And we were just looking at the temperatures. Man, they are starting to drop. High of 20, low of -5 they're calling for on Thanksgiving Day. We're gonna start making some ice. So obviously today's video, we were checking out a lot of different locations that we want to go and ice fish on this particular lake. And we're noticing that those fish are kind of moving from their fall patterns, already kind of getting into those areas that we're going to be ice fishing. Those fish are starting to move. That was our goal. One other thing that we wanted to talk to you guys about is not only how awesome ice fishing is going to be this year and how excited we are, but we're going to be getting out with the chance to see you guys at some of the shows coming up. So the 22nd and the 23rd, we're going to be in Eden Prairie at the Shields Show, representing the Frostbite booth. So we're going to be hanging out there. We're going to be with our guy John from Mindak Outdoors. And then after that, we're actually going to be taking a week-long trip to Alaska. You heard that right. We're going back to Alaska, Nick and I together this time. All the boys, we're getting together. We're going to be going for some lake trout. So that's going to be pretty exciting. And then once we get back from Alaska, we're going right into another show. So we're going to be at the St. Paul Ice Show again this year. And then about a week or so after that, we have the Oshkosh show here in Wisconsin. So round 2 for Oshkosh. Super excited. I did not get to go to that show last year, but Nick did. He said it was awesome. So yeah, we've got Eden Prairie, Alaska, St. Paul Ice Show. We got a lot of stuff coming up here, guys. A lot of work, but we are going to find time to film in between all of that. Hopefully ice gets here very, very soon. And we got a few other really cool things that we're going to show you right now.
All right, come into this section. We got the, I guess the Eskimo headquarters over here. Got our newest shipment of stuff for the year, which brings me to some exciting things. One, we got an Outbreak 850 XD this year. This is something we haven't had in years past, but we did film an ice camping video out of it last year with John. Well, I guess technically it was this year, but either way, late ice, we filmed the ice camping video and said, wow, we need to have that. We've done all of our ice camping out of the 650, which we do have back there still, which we will be using a bunch, but figured get the biggest, baddest shack on the market and do some ice camping. Then, exciting product for this year. We got the brand new Quick Fish series this year. Probably gonna be using that on like the quick missions, if we're crappie fishing, stuff like that, just for the day. Nothing too crazy. And then, you can tell right here, this is pretty exciting, guys.
Who's that guy?
Probably looks pretty similar. That I did not know they were doing this, but this is the brand new 10-inch pistol bit. This year, super excited. We actually got to use it earlier this year up and Go Gibbick and did some perch fishing along with a photo shoot. Figured we were just, you know, for the website, stuff like that. And then we got this shipped to our house, and yeah, my wife saw my face on a box, and then she texted me right away, and right away I had to reach out to Eskimo and let them know how awesome that was. They did not have to do that, but that's pretty sweet. So if you guys go ahead and buy a 10-inch pistol bit, I guess you can get a little NB Edits merch along the way. But yeah, we're super excited to use that. It's going to be awesome for the early ice missions, you know, before we want to haul out the Ion Alpha or the E40. That's even lighter than all of it. You know, just bring the drill separate, throw it in a backpack. So this will be probably a lot of backpacking missions, you know, anything where we got to be as light as possible, but still get the 10-inch hole. And let me tell you, it does cut like butter. It cuts like the 8-inch, just happens to be a 10-inch. So that's super exciting. Really excited for really all the products, but we got to get that dang ice first, but it is coming.
There's a little haul for you of all the things that we are excited to try out this year. Some of them we've gotten to use just a little bit, but as you guys know, when it comes to ice fishing, it's what we take most seriously here on our channel.
Yeah, this is what NB Edits is.
Yeah, it's all about ice fishing. It's what we love the most, and we appreciate you guys for being here through all of it. It's been a very busy summer, a very busy fall for the both of us. And we have been fishing, believe it or not. I know we haven't uploaded in a while, but we have been fishing a lot. And part of that's because we've been musky fishing so much. Obviously, you guys have seen photos. We've gotten some nice fish, but sometimes it's tough to make a full video for you guys. One last thing, there is going to be an ice fishing video posted very soon on the NB Edits channel. It's something that I filmed at the end of it was this year, but the end of last ice fishing season up in Canada, little Eskimo destination video. It's coming to you very soon. Some Winnipeg greenback walleye. So stay tuned for that. If you guys are new to our channel, make sure to subscribe, because you're gonna wanna do that before ice hits, I'm telling you right now. Also give this video a like, we'd really appreciate that. We'll see you guys on the next one. Tight lines from NB Edits.